Konnichiwa! Rose desu. Welcome back. In this video, we will learn new Japanese grammar based from the Minna no Nihongo textbook, lesson 19. Here, we will learn about the ta form of the verb and its uses. If you're ready, hajimemashou. Here are the grammar points that we would learn in this lesson. The first one is the ta form of the verb. Ta form of the verb is also known as the plain past form of the verb. This is the same as verb mashita. So to modify verbs into ta form, the rule is the same as to modifying it to te form. But instead of te, we change it to ta. And for de, we change it to da. For example, noborimasu is nobotta. Ikimasu is itta. Norimasu is notta. Kaimasu is katta. Tomarimasu is tomatta. Asobimasu is asonda. So here, de becomes da. Yomimasu becomes yonda. Tsukurimasu becomes tsukutta. As for verbs in group 2, all you have to do is change mas to ta, just like so. And for group 3, it's the same thing, just change mas to ta, just like so. Before we proceed, let's have a quick review of the basic verb conjugations and verb tenses that we've learned so far. So far, we've learned about mas form, dictionary form, nai form, and ta form. So, for the positive, present, or future tense, we use the mas form. For example, tabemasu, meaning eat. For the negative, present, or future tense, we use verb masen. For example, tabemasen, not eat. For the positive past, we use mashita. So the past of mas is mashita. For example, tabemashita, ate. And for the negative past, we use masen deshita. So from masen, the past is masen deshita. For example, tabemasen deshita, did not eat. So this is the polite form. The plain form, we have the positive, present, future tense. We use the dictionary form, which we've learned. So those are verbs ending in ru or the u line. For example, tabemasu becomes taberu. But the meaning is the same, only in plain form. For positive, past form, we use the ta form, which we just learned right now. Tabemashita becomes tabeta, but they mean the same thing, ate, only in plain form. The negative present or future tense, we use the nai form of the verb. For example, tabenai. So we just change mas to nai. So it is the same as tabemasen, only in plain form. And lastly, the negative past form of the verb ends in nakatta. For example, tabenakatta. This is the same as tabemasen deshita. Okay, moving on. The first application of the ta form of the verb is stating that you have experience doing a verb. Or in English grammar, it is the past participle tense. So, using the pattern, verb ta form followed by koto. In lesson 18, we've learned about suru koto ga dekimasu. Essentially, adding koto after the verb makes the verb into a noun. So here, verb takoto ga arimasu. So if you remember, nani nani ga arimasu means to have something. So here, this literally means have the experience of doing verb. For example, I have climbed Mount Fuji. Fujisan o, our verb is climb, which is noborimasu. In ta form, it is nobotta, followed by koto. Fujisan o nobotta koto. So this makes the verb into a noun. Next is ga arimasu. So I have. Fujisan o nobotta koto ga arimasu. Literally, this means I have the experience of climbing Mount Fuji. But remember, this is a bit different from the plain past tense, which indicates that you did something in the past. For example, I climbed Mount Fuji. Fujisan o noborimashita. So it's different from Fujisan o nobotta koto ga arimasu, which is I have climbed Mount Fuji. Another example, I have been to Italy. Italia ni. Our verb is been, which is itta, from the verb ikimasu. Italia ni itta koto ga arimasu. Italia ni itta koto ga arimasu. Or, I have experience going to Italy, which means I have been to Italy. So next is the negative form of ga arimasu, which is arimasen. So here we have a negative sentence. I haven't eaten horse meat. Horse meat is baniku. So niku means meat. For horse meat, we add ba before niku, baniku, followed by o. And then our verb is to eat, which is tabemasu. In ta form, it is tabeta, followed by koto, and then ga arimasen, because this is in the negative form. Baniko tabeta koto ga arimasen. Another example, I haven't played pachinko. Pachinko shita koto ga arimasen. Pachinko shita koto ga arimasen. Next is asking question using this pattern. So by now you know the drill. All you have to do is add ta at the end. For example, have you ever ridden a bullet train? Bullet train is shinkansen. O, so our verb is ride, which is norimasu. In ta form, it is notta. Shinkansen no notta koto ga arimasu ka? Shinkansen no notta koto ga arimasu ka? So if your answer is yes, I have, you can say hai, arimasu. Or the long version is hai, shinkansen no notta koto ga arimasu. But you can just answer hai arimasu in short. If you say no, I haven't, you can say iie, arimasen. Or the long version is iie, shinkansen no notta koto ga arimasen. Another example is, have you ever tried or eaten sushi? Sushi o, our verb is eat or try, which is tabemasu, which becomes tabeta, followed by koto ga arimasu ka? Sushi o tabeta koto ga arimasu ka? Yes, I have. Only once. Hai, ikkai dake arimasu. Or, no, I have never. Not even once. Iie, ichido mo arimasen. Iie, ichido mo arimasen. Next is the verb tari pattern, which means verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, and so on. So here we are listing actions or verbs in no particular order. The last part will determine what kind of sentence it is. However, don't confuse verb tari with verb kute, which is used to connect nouns. So in verb kute, verb to kute, verb 3 shimashita pattern, the order of the verb is important. So here, verb 1 happened first, then verb 2, and lastly verb 3. So the order of the verb is emphasize. However, here again, like I said, we're just listing random actions and there could be more than the ones mentioned. This is similar to the nani nani ya, nani nani nado, which we've learned in lesson 10, which is used for nouns. But here we are listing verbs instead, using verb tari. Okay, so for example, the question is, what do you do on weekends? Shumatsu wa nani o shimasu ka? So most probably you do a lot of things during the weekends. So you could list them by saying, on weekends, I do the laundry, I clean the house, I buy groceries, and so on, etc. Shumatsu wa, on weekends, our first verb is do the laundry, which is sentaku shitari. So here, sentaku shimasu becomes sentaku shitari. Verb 2 is clean the house, which is soji shitari. And our verb 3 is buy groceries or go shopping, which is kaimono shitari, followed by shimasu or shitemasu. So this is the future or present tense, and also shitemasu is, since this is a habitual action, we can use shitemasu. 週末は洗濯したり、掃除したり、買い物したりします。or 週末は洗濯したり、掃除したり、買い物したりしています。Another example is, what did you do last winter vacation? So just recently we had a long holiday vacation. So, 冬休みは何をしましたか? For example, I went to Tokyo, hang out with some friends, played games, and so on. So, 私は東京へ行ったり、友達と遊んだり、ゲームをしたり、and since this is in the past form, we say しました。私は東京へ行ったり、友達と遊んだり、ゲームをしたりしました。So as you've noticed, the tense of the verbs doesn't really matter. Just put them in the tari-tari form, and then the last part will determine what kind or what tense the sentence is. Another example, what do I have to do before the trip? 旅行の前に何をしなければなりませんか? For example, you have to buy a new bag, confirm the hotel reservation, make a trip itinerary, and so on. So, あなたは新しいカバンを買ったり、ホテルの予約を確認したり、プランを作ったりしなければなりません。新しいカバンを買ったり、ホテルの予約を確認したり、プランを作ったりしなければなりません。And last example, if the question is like, what are your hobbies? 趣味は何ですか? So if you have more than one hobby, you can list them down by using the tari-tari form. For example, my hobbies are reading books, listening to music, playing games, and so on. 私の趣味は本を読んだり、音楽を聴いたり、ゲームをしたりすることです。So in lesson 18, we've learned about dictionary form followed by koto and des when talking about our hobbies. So here we have 趣味は本を読んだり、音楽を聴いたり、ゲームをしたりすることです。Next is the word なります, which means become or to become. So it is attached after an e adjective, na adjective, or a noun. For e adjective, you remove e and replace that with ku. So, I adjective, ku followed by narimasu. So, to become I adjective. So, for na adjectives or nouns, we don't have to change anything, but we need to put ni after followed by narimasu. For example, become strong. So, strong in Japanese is tsuyoi. So, tsuyoi removed I and replaced that with ku. Tsuyoku followed by narimasu. Tsuyoku narimasu, become strong. So for example, in our sentence, I want to become strong. Watashi wa tsuyoku. And since there is want to become, so narimasu will become naritai desu. Watashi wa tsuyoku naritai desu. So, narimasu becomes naritai, followed by desu. Another example, become better. So, our adjective is jozu, which is a na adjective. So, here we add ni, jozu ni, followed by narimasu, meaning to become better. So, for example, you want to say, your Japanese has gotten better. あなたは日本語が上手になりました。あなたは日本語が上手になりました。Next example is using a noun. So here we say, turn 30 years old. So from 29 years old, you're turning to 30 years old. So, 30歳になります。For example, the sentence is, this year I'll turn 30 years old. 今年30歳になります。So, because this is in the future tense, so will become. Another example of using a noun, we have pilot. So, to become a pilot. パイロットになります。For example, the sentence is, my son wants to become a pilot. 息子はパイロットになりたがっています。Because we're talking about someone else's wants, we use the pattern がています。息子はパイロットになりたがっています。And lastly, the word そうですね. So we've encountered this before. So this phrase shows that you agree or you sympathize with the speaker. For example, the speaker says, smoking cigarette is not good for the body. So you say, I agree. タバコを吸うことは体に良くないですよ。I agree. そうですね。Or, it's already getting late. I gotta go home. Oh, you're right. もう遅くなります。帰らないと。Or, 帰らないといけません。Or, 帰らなければなりません。あ、そうですね。And last example, iPhone 10 is better than iPhone 8, right? Yes, it is. iPhone 10は iPhone 8よりいいですね。If you agree, you can say, そうですね。Or, I haven't used either, or I haven't used both, so I don't know. どちらも使ったことがありませんからわかりません。どちらも使ったことがありませんからわかりません。そうですね can also be used as a filler. Just like, let me see. For example, what do you want to eat? Let me see. I want to eat a cake. 何が食べたいですか？そうですね。ケーキが食べたいです。So, those are the grammar points for this lesson. If you have any questions or clarifications, make sure to write them down in the comment section below. But before we end this video, let's have a quick review of the main grammar patterns that we've learned today. And then after that, we will have a conversation practice so you can practice listening and speaking in Japanese. So first, we've learned about ta form of the verb. So for group 1, we followed the rules in changing mas to te form, but instead of te, we use ta, and for de, we use da. For group 2 and group 3, we just change mas to ta. Next, we've also learned how to express have the experience of doing an action or a verb using ta form followed by koto ga arimasu. For example, 私は富士山を登ったことがあります。イタリアへ行ったことがあります。馬肉を食べたことがあります。You can also ask questions. For example, あなたは何々ことがありますか? We've also learned how to list multiple verbs or actions. Verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, and so on. So by using tari-tari form. For example, 洗濯したり、掃除したり、買い物したりします。東京へ行ったり、遊んだり、ゲームをしたりしました。カバンを買ったり、予約したり、プランを作ったりしなければなりません。本を読んだり、音楽を聴いたり、ゲームをしたりすることです。We've also learned to express become an adjective or a noun. For example, 強くなります。上手になります。30歳になります。You can also ask questions like 何になりたいですか? Meaning, what do you want to be or what do you want to become? 刺身を食べたことがありますか? アメリカへ行ったことがありますか? 週末は何をしますか? 休みは何をしましたか? あなたは何になりたいですか? So this is a very big question, so feel free to answer anything you want. Okay, so that's it for today's lesson. If you find this video helpful, please give this a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss any of the future lessons. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye!